Last night, Tim Pool's show was an absolute disappointment. I was super excited for it. My son was super excited for it. He had on Ye, Nick Fuentes, and Milo Yiannopoulos. And after 25 minutes, Ye decided to bounce. And so did everybody else. Absolute disappointment. Now, I think Ye was a big baby for leaving. Tim challenged him on one of his beliefs, and Ye just took off. And this is why I don't want Ye to be president. He's just too emotional. I seen him on what was it? Some interview he did. I forget, this guy I like. He does like all the big guys. Anyway, he does all the big interviews with like Elon Musk and everybody. Highly intelligent guy. And I understand the whole format of the Timcast show. It's basically a debate, a discussion. But you know, my view on it was, when you have, he averages around 35,000 viewers live per episode. And last night it was up to like 95,000. Okay, I think 50,000 was his tops. I don't know. When I was watching the Milo one, and that was one of his biggest shows, it had like 50,000 people in the chat or watching live. So this tells me you have a lot of new eyes on your show, and they want to hear your guests talk. Your big guests. They're tuning in not to hear Tim talk. It's your show. Talk, definitely. Be more of a moderator, man. Like, he could have definitely persuaded the conversation elsewhere instead of talking about what they were talking about. He could have changed the subject. He could have been like, let's talk about what this news article, and then talked about what Kanye was talking about later on in the other show later on that it requires a paywall. Now I think that he could have communicated that to Ye, and Ye might have come in with the mindset where this is kind of like an interview, not really a discussion, not really a debate. And Milo might have told him that, because Milo he dominated that show, and that was a really good show. And this could have been a really good show too, and Tim fucking failed. What I noticed off of Tim, he was so on guard. There was no laughter with him from the very start. It was all business, and almost to the point where he was looking to be like argumentative. He was looking to challenge Ye. And I don't know, man. I think that could have been an epic like, okay, I didn't barely hear from Nick at all. I don't even know anything about the guy, really. The only thing I know is when they say, oh, he's a white supremacist. And I know they label everybody as that, because I don't know anything about what this guy believes. And then definitely Milo didn't talk hardly at all. And when you got somebody on there like Ye, when he had somebody like Joe Rogan, when Joe Rogan spoke on that podcast, I think Alex Jones was on there, he took president. Like, he was number one, dude. You know, when you got big figures like that on your show, you might just want to back off a little bit. Like, if I had for instance, Turf Leaguing Monkey on here, and I don't agree with everything he says. I would probably avoid talking about sex dolls, okay? Because I don't want to piss the dude off. I want to put on a good show for the audience, and that's what it's about. You're trying to put on a good show for the audience. But his ego got the best out of him. And there's been a lot of stuff going on this last week where the left wants to dox him, and they're, Chink Yogurt, the fat ass in Los Angeles, had a meltdown saying that all fucking the Republicans are fucking pedos and all this bullshit. Said he was basically one. And then, you got people trying to, find out where he lives and want to kill him. And then you have one of his best friends, not one of his best friends, one of his friends, Adam Klinger, talking all this shit on his podcast about him and Lydia. Which, dude, I don't give two fucks. I actually did turn in to see what the fuck was going on. But, do I really give a fuck? Do I really give a shit? I mean, I don't care about that. I don't care about that extra fucking bullshit. Listen, my whole thing was, I kind of wanted to hear his side of the fucking story. I wanted to know why he left the show. What exactly went down from his side? Because Tim's show was going pretty well with them on there, and I wasn't a big fan of Adam. I thought he was kind of goofy. I thought he was kind of annoying. I like Tim over him, definitely. But I don't care about who Tim is banging. I really don't. I listen to Tim for the news, okay? That's basically why I listen to him. When he goes on a tangent about his emotions and his fucking feelings and his 25-minute segments on his news shows each day, it gets annoying because he repeats himself and he fucking talks about how he feels, and I understand it's his fucking show, but I just want to hear the fucking news. It's just probably people tune in. I made a video talking about Andrew Tate versus Logan Paul. Well, it's a 53-minute video, and to actually get into me talking about that, oh man, you had to get it into minute 30 for me to go into that. And people that probably pissed a lot of people off. A lot of people that brought a lot of traffic in who normally wouldn't listen to this type of a format of a video I make. And they clicked immediately off because I wasn't talking about Tate right away. And I get it. It's Tim's channel. He can do what he wants. And I don't have to listen to Tim. I can find somebody else. There's plenty of other people in competition with them. But just at some point you gotta think, I'm doing this for the audience. That's what really fucking matters. Not for my own fucking ego. We know your beliefs, dude. And I agree with what he says. I agree with Tim on his fucking beliefs. We shouldn't put people in fucking groups and then demonize them. He's against that shit. Blaming a whole group for a few people's being a piece of shit. I agree with that. I agree with what he's trying to say, but it's we already know how you feel, man. If you want to have a fucking straight up debate with you, you should schedule one. You know what I mean? It's I don't know anything about Nick. I mean, I don't really search the fucking guy. I don't really fucking care, but it's cool to have him on there to talk. And he completely fucked it, man. That could have been one of the best shows Timcast have ever had. And he completely fucked it, man. And I'm blaming it on him because he's the fucking leader, dude. He's the leader. I don't want Kanye as president. I like Kanye, okay? You know, like what he said doesn't fucking bother me. I don't fucking care. But, there's some truth to it. There's some fucking truth to what he's saying. But, I don't want him president. He's just too emotional. If he is more like Andrew Tate or something, it's like cool. You know, when people have Trump derangement syndrome, these people, they talk about Trump's personality, but who gives a fuck about his personality, man? Like, I was trying to tell somebody at my work, like, and obviously they don't fucking care, they said. But I say, like, if you want do you give a fuck about the company leader's personal life? Who he's fucking, if he's cheating on his fucking wife? Would you rather have somebody that cheats on their wife but is, like, killing it? The company's, like, killing it because of them, and you're doing really good yourself? Or would you rather have somebody who's, like, who's fits your moral perspective, but the company's a shit show and you're probably going to get laid off soon? I mean, what would you rather have? Like, people put being fake? You know, Biden's fake as fuck, dude. He's just as bad, if not worse, than Trump, personality-wise. The same thing. He's a fucking... It's all a show. But, yeah, I was pretty fucking... I thought it was pretty unfortunate that that happened. I was pretty excited for that show. I thought he was going to get Musk on, but he got Ye, which was cool too. Ye, when you get somebody like that, when you get somebody like Trump, what was he going to do? Debate Trump? Like, really? You get somebody like that on your fucking show. You get somebody like that on your show, and it's just... Okay, for instance, I wonder if Tim had the subscribers I have, 1,500, right? And he got Ye on his show. Hypothetically, do you think that he'd still be that combative? I don't think so. That's why I say his fucking ego got the best out of him. Because Tim is doing fucking great. I'm not saying he's a fucking rock star. He's not up to that level. But you have to understand, when you have people on there that big, and if he's too scared about having them on his show, he's the leader of the show. It's his fucking show. He can easily, like, he wanted to talk about the news. Well, why didn't he talk about it? He could, you know, he didn't like he could have easily took the conversation somewhere else, but he didn't. If he is scared about his show getting banned, he does it all the time, where he directs the fucking the show to something else, and it could have diffused that situation, and Kanye could have stayed on there longer, right? Because Kanye said what he had to say, and it's just like, he could have been like, all right, let's talk about this news article that I wanted to bring up, or let's talk about your wanting to run for presidency, or let's talk about the dinner now. Let's get away from this, you know. Get away from, like, my opinion versus your opinion, because you don't want him to leave. You diffuse the situation. You diffuse that. You don't want that. You know, if you want that at the end of the show, okay, whatever. Go ahead, do that at the end of the show. But let some time go, man. Dude, I would... You kind of want to be... He's a fucking fence sitter, man. Tim is a fence sitter. And, it's like, dude, you should have just been cool, man. Just been cool. Kanye's highly emotional. Friedman, I think his name is Friedman, I forgot his name. He's a Russian dude. Like, yeah, when I watched that interview with Kanye, and Kanye is like getting really emotional, I mean, that tells me right there that he's not a good fucking fit for president. Not right now. Maybe in the future. Maybe when he gets his emotions under control. He even said it. He said, once you get famous, you stop growing. You stop growing up. You stop maturing. That's what he said. He said that was fucking... That type of information right there is information regular people don't know. Regular people don't understand. You know, and when you see these child actors that are like Disney and shit, and you can see, like, and you wonder, they had such a great future, man. They had a great platform with Disney, and then they ended up destroying their fucking lives when they're like a young adult. Why? Why did they turn to drugs? Why did they do all that? And you understand we understand more now with Kanye saying that when he was 24 becoming famous, stopped his growth, stopped his maturity. Because he didn't have to anymore. He didn't have to. Things are taken care of for him. You know, it's like a modern day teenager where they don't have to do nothing and their parents just take care of everything for them all the way up until they're like 25. I think that Kanye probably came from a rough upbringing, and he was growing on his path. And then once you get to that level, it's like, okay, I've already accomplished everything. And you see this with like athletes, right? And you wonder why they go bankrupt. When you come from nothing, right? And you're working your ass off, and you have talent, and then you get notoriety, you get fame, you get money just thrown on you. You stop growing, you stop maturing. You don't have to mature no more. What makes people mature? Struggle, strife, life punching you the fuck in the mouth every day. That's what it's doing to me. Every day I get punched in the fucking face, man. Every day life does something, and it's not nothing huge. It's not nothing like, life debility. It's not like my life is just going to be completely over. But every single day, and I complain on like yesterday, okay? My tires go flat because it's cold, right? So I got a air pressure thing. And it's a mobile one with the battery, and I keep it on my car. I don't like to use the gas station. I had some problems with them one morning. I had to go to work, and I had to go to 3 different gas stations to find one that actually worked. So now I carry one in my car with me. Well, I was trying to fill my tires up yesterday, and it wouldn't work. It would just stop working. I'd unplug it, and it would turn on. And then I looked up on YouTube later on in the day, because I was fucking pissed. I was demoralized. Yesterday I was coming back from Thanksgiving. I wasn't in a good mood anyway, and I didn't want to be here. Just had a bad fucking day all day. And then that fucking happened. Now my eye's swollen up. That's another thing. My eye fucking swelled up. What else? There was something else that agitated me like big time. But anyway, I went on YouTube, figured out my air compressor, and then I filled up my tires. It works now. But at the time I thought, like, why the hell is this thing not fucking working? Like, why is like life continually, like, why would that happen? Like, what is the fucking problem? I got shit to do, you know. Today I gotta take my kid to school. I gotta jump on my lunch, go pick him up at home, and then take him to school. And then, like, that's a big fucking thing, man. It's just like constantly working throughout the day. I work 10 hours. So it's like, I don't want to think about my tire fucking pressure. I don't want to have to fucking stop off at a gas station and go and rely on their fucking pumps. And it's just aggravating because the thing is fucking new. So it's just like shit like that just fucking... What I'm trying to say is, like, that shit right there will fucking mature somebody. Punching in the face a lot matures somebody. When you get to be that level of fame, everything's handed to you, you have anything you fucking want, you don't have to grow. You don't have to go through any type of strife unless it's unless you do it yourself, unless you're like, okay, I'm gonna go jump in this cold ass fucking water. I'm gonna start listening to Wim Hof. I want to start doing this. Or, like, I think that Mark Zuckerberg's trying to get into MMA. And, like, why would he? He's got everything he wants. Well, because he wants a fucking challenge. Unless you want that challenge, you don't have to ever go through it. And that was huge. And I think we could have got other big fucking nuggets of information out of Ye that, we never had. That isn't out there. It could have been so great. We could have got to know Nick even better. And understand what he's about. Why the media is against him. And it's just like, dude, I like Tim. I'll probably still watch his show. I like the guests he brings on for the most part. I mean, like I said, I watch him for the news. I have a lot of my beliefs aligned with his. But yeah, that show was a big flop, man. A big fucking flop. And I put all the blame on Tim. I mean, it's not Yaycast, it's Timcast. It should have been Yaycast yesterday. I would have just let Ye just say what he wants. Like I said, if I had like a turfling monkey on here, or I paid to have Aaron Clarey on here, I'm staying the fuck out of the way. I'm gonna be asking questions and let them go off. It's not gonna be my channel at that point. It's gonna be them talking. People don't want to hear me talk because I'm gonna have all those people come in that like them. They don't want to hear me talk. They want to hear fucking Aaron Clarey or Tim Pool. Even Tim Pool, they want to hear him talk. They don't want to fucking hear me talk. I can make it, if they want to hear me talk, they can listen to another video I'll make. You know what I mean? And that's why I think his ego is just bigger than I think he's bigger than he thinks he's bigger than he really is, which he is big, man. Like, I ain't fucking shit compared to that guy. He's a fucking millionaire. He's got a lot of fame, a lot of notoriety. He's got fucking hit songs and shit. I ain't shit compared to that guy. So if he came on my platform, I'm definitely going to let him fucking talk. And I ain't going to say shit. That goes for him and Ye. Get what I'm saying?